This is China. It has existed as a united body for 4,000 years. As of now, 1.3 billion people live there. It has the largest army in the planet at around 2.2 million soldiers. The three biggest banks in the world are in China, and within the next year, it's expected to have the largest gross domestic product on Earth. Basically, China is the most important country in the world. In its time, China has gone through several societal shifts, and through the architecture within Chinese cities, you can witness those changes. Because of inherited feng shui qualities that focused on harmony and symmetry, China has always been built based on immaculate designs. Today, we can see the impact of three prevailing ideologies that shape the country: imperial, communist, and capitalist. Imperial China is considered everything from as early as 1500 BC with the ruling Shang dynasty to the last Qing emperor in 1912. The termination of the monarchy marked the beginning of the Republic of China, which would eventually become the People's Republic of China in 1949. Imperial architecture, which is seen as a major influence on the neighboring Japan, Korea, and Vietnam, placed importance on the width of buildings, valuing bilateral symmetry over vertical impressions. Because of this, open spaces and courtyards were a common and expected feature for the Chinese people. Because of the designs expected by the royals, only they were allowed to have buildings of any height, forcing all surrounding abodes to look up at no other structure than the ones they worshipped. After centuries lived according to the original design, the arrival of exploitive Western forces and national dreams of democracy brought the winds of change to the Middle Kingdom. The Xinhai Revolution overthrew Emperor Puyi and the belief that only royalty deserves elevation. By the time the PRC was established in 1949, the Soviet Union became the primary architect. Soviet priorities were placed on production, so creativity and variety were eliminated along with any structural indicators of a Chinese presence. The Soviet habit of relying on master plans and easy replication dominated China in the years following the Cultural Revolution, and as such, the socialist utopian design of large-scale development reigned supreme. In 1976, Chairman Mao Zedong died, and a few years later, Deng Xiaoping came to power. After the trauma of the economic struggles brought on by Mao during the Cultural Revolution, Deng promoted pragmatic policies that planned for China to maintain its socialist nature, but with prosperous Chinese characteristics. After the Tiananmen Square protests and the fall of the Soviet Union, China emerged to embrace free enterprise and capitalism. In the time since that decision, China has made great efforts to leave the traumas of the past behind. Returning to prominence, China now earns billions more than the US in high-tech exports and has a financial reserve in the trillions. The corporate wealth has made its stamp on the new China and can be seen everywhere you look. Accompanying this is a new sense of creativity and innovation to erase the pains of the past. Examples of this can be found in the second tallest building in the world, the Shanghai Tower, and another 8 of the world's tallest, which are also found in China. The journey this country has experienced as it evolved from a domineering world power to a struggling republic and back to an economic powerhouse is the story of a modern legend. China has endured the test of times, and we can only wait to see what the Chinese people will come up with next.